Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and Olight has released the Baton 4 Premium Edition in this wireless charging case. Now this is a pretty sweet design. I have no idea where they ever got the design for, anything that has a cap that, pops off. I guess, well, maybe the caveman, they used to use these before there was electricity. But other items, I have no idea, where you'd put it into a container and recharge it. But one of the things that I found about the containers and the recharging is it's a great design. And this one is a design that works in 3 different directions, which is kind of cool. So first of all, here's the case. Here's the flashlight. The case contains a 5,000 milliamp battery. And it also has a digital display that gives you the onboard battery power. This is what it looks like in here. You'll notice this text right here, if I can get that to focus, it says it charges the Baton 4 5 times, and it's compatible with the Baton 3, the SR or S1R2, the Perrin Mini, and the Perrin 2 Mini. So here is, in this case, a Baton 3. Get that in there so I can easily drop that in and charge up that one as well. So I could literally rotate lights. And then, whoops, here is a Perrin 2. Was that on the list there? See if I can get that to focus again. Perrin 2 Mini and the Perrin. So there we go. And ta-da, now I've got a headlight as well. So I can charge up multiple devices here, and I can also output the USB. So if I want to hook that up, say to, I don't know, charge a phone, just plug my USB into the case, plug my phone in, and there I go. I'm charging, zipping away. So what else could I charge? This is where it really gets fun. I could charge, stick a USB in here, I could charge up other USB flashlights. So I could kind of keep a whole stable of things going now. Now what also happens here, you can see there's a really faint little red light in there. Maybe you can't. There you go. But anyway, what else I can do, obviously, is charge this thing multiple times, the Baton 4. In fact, this says 4 times. I've heard 5 times. I think what they mean is if you start with a full charge here, you can get 5 full cycles out of it. Or you can charge, a new large iPhone once and this once to give you an idea of how much juice is actually in this thing. So that's one of the tricks of this system. Another is I could just push this button here and it turns on the light. If I hold it, the light gets brighter, so I actually have a nice stand that I can close and open just like a Zippo lighter, which I think is pretty cool. So I can light up my area the same way, fire that up, and then when I'm done, close it up, close it up. So that's kind of cool. But let's go to the light. Now the light is actually a really small design. Look at that thing. Looks like it's even maybe a hair smaller, really close to the Baton. This is a stainless steel Baton 3. This thing can pump out, for a short amount of time, 1,300 lumens. It used to be 1,000 was like amazing, and now we're just leaving that behind. It also has their new interface. First of all, I'm always curious, can I fire it off by just pushing down onto something? Some of these others, see that? I can turn it on and off just by pushing down because that's raised. This is actually flush or slightly recessed, so you can't activate it just by pushing. But it also contains 2 sets of green lights here. The ones on the right show the battery indication, how much power is left. And the one on the left shows what mode it's in. So this is actually only in the lowest mode. I can turn it up, and now you see, it's a little hard to see because there is some reflection going on inside there. Let me go to the full blown here. So now that's all of them. It's kind of interesting how they're reacting with my camera shutter. But anyway, so I do have an idea of what setting I'm on just by looking at it. This has the standard memory. If I hold the button down, it kicks on a moonlight. You can see there's very little there. If I hold it down, it cycles through. So the Moonlight is a separate one, so I can start it on Moonlight. It's the lowest setting, but then it goes to a low, which is 12 lumens. That's plenty to walk around in a really dark area. Medium is 60 lumens, which is plenty for even doing work. And then I hold it one more. This is high. This is 600 lumens. If I double click it, then it goes to the full-on 1200 or 1300 lumens. Now that doesn't last very long. In fact, it lasts about a minute and a half. Then it drops down for 2.5 minutes at about, I believe, 600 lumens, and then drops down again. And it'll run for about 73 minutes until it is totally out of juice. That's a lot from a teeny weeny little light. Now this runs on a battery, onboard battery here, kind of a Olight staple. You can see here, this is the 16340. It is a 650 milliamp battery here. So that's a lot of juice in one of these little guys. Excellent texture, O-ring sealed. It also has the standard Olight charging if you want to use that. Stainless steel dual pocket clip. Let's go outside and see what this thing can actually do. So I am outside now, and this is just a dark area. I'm going to go ahead and start a lighter here. Fire this up, kind of old school, little. I got a big stone here, so it's back to the Stone Age, I guess. Anyway, here's the case. This has a button on the front that tells you the charge. Very easy to see. I can pop it open just like I would a lighter there. If I hold the button in, as you can see, even though the flashlight is still in the case, it kicks on that ambient light. That's the lowest setting. I can fire that up if I want brighter, but I'm going to pull it out. Notice it stays lit. And then, as I'm, let me turn off the lighter here so you can see. Hang on. So there's the light. I believe I'm on the kind of the medium mode there. Just going to shine it around easily enough to navigate. That's the ground. There's trees in the distance. Now I'm cycling through up to that 600 lumen. And then I can double click on that in a moment, and that will light up the full turbo mode of that 1300 lumens. You can see there's a slight center weighted hotspot. Not bad, but plenty of spill, so you can easily see over a large area. Quite dark, obviously, when it's not lit, so you can see I'm in a dark area. And then back to my rock. So there you go. You can see the lights. It's kind of a digital feedback there with the lights. You can see how those are changing. A little easier to see in this camera angle. And then off. So that's what the thing looks like. It's actually a really solid design, and makes me think there is some, you know, if they're going to go down this road, there is some new design real estate that they can start to work on once they open this up. Now, they have had onboard charging before in some of the other designs, but I think they're really putting some effort into it, and I think that there's going to be some interaction between flashlight features and cases soon, and even cases and other materials, other items. But anyway, there it is. This is a cool little, very affordable, high-powered EDC light with a battery pack. No cables needed for the flashlight, but you can certainly charge, you know, other lights, other devices, and at a 5,000 milliamp, you could charge some fairly large devices, or at least get them up to use them again, you know, temporarily. And of course, what I'm going to end up doing is probably charging things, you know, like my headphones, that I'm constantly looking for chargers on longer trips, because you literally don't get, you know, near the runtime. So I think Olight's hit a home run with this one, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the future. So the Baton 4 Premium Edition. And with that, Doc out.